marshmallows taste so much better than the store-bought kind, and I'm told they're worth doing because they're so easy and fun to make. Lindsey Hargett is going to convince us today. She's bringing her recipe to the Studio 5 kitchen, plus some variations on the theme as well. You gotta sell me on this. Why would I make homemade marshmallows in my own kitchen?
Okay, for one, I love knowing what's in my food, and so when I first made marshmallows, I was thinking, oh, they're probably full of so many like fake things, but really it's just like real ingredients, and they turn into this great puffy treat, and they're so fun. I love giving them as gifts. I'm sure they'd be good for teacher gifts because you can do so many different variations, and roasting them over a fire, it's a million times better than store-bought marshmallows.
I've never roasted them, but I can attest to the taste. You know when you're biting into a homemade marshmallow. I mentioned easy to make. I think of this as kind of a kitchen.
They really are.
Really? I would say this would be a kitchen adventure. No?
All you really need is a couple tools, and then it's just time. Because you're just whipping a lot of air into them to make them light and fluffy, and
we can handle that.
It's nice and easy.
Talk us through the process then.
So what you're doing is you're making a sugar mixture, and you have to get it to like a soft ball stage, and not any more or less. I've tried that.
Okay.
And then you have to mix it with some gelatin that's kind of percolated with some water and everything. And it will just kind of set up, and you'll slowly mix the sugar mixture in.
Okay.
Just while the mixer is running, and even though they look like a bunch of goo right now, I was so surprised when I first made them. My husband was probably like, what did I marry? Because I was like, look what they're doing now. They're puffing up. They're so exciting.
Well, I can relate to that.
Really
we make Christmas candy every year. Right? And when fondant starts to turn, and it does get exciting.
Look at this.
Yeah, absolutely. So how long does this process take?
So the sugar takes about 10 minutes to kind of get to the right stage. It just needs to boil. You don't have to stir it or anything. And then it takes 12 to 15 minutes for it to stir. So really you just get the sugar started, mix it in, get that started, and you can be doing other things.
And it's probably a have faith experience. Like it's gonna happen. It's gonna come together.
Yes.
Okay, so the end result are these cute little white squares?
Yes. So we've got some of these fun little puppies, and I've mixed them with lots of different flavors.
Like what?
Like this one, I know that Nutella is a big thing. My sisters love Nutella.
What's Nutella? No, I'm just kidding.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
So I mixed some Nutella into there. I made some lemon marshmallows, and I mixed them into these Rice Krispies.
Oh, yum.
And they taste nice.
Just lemon
and
extract?
Fresh. Yeah.
And at what stage are you mixing in the Nutella or the flavoring?
So you can do that all at the very end. So you just start with a basic marshmallow recipe and mix whatever in that you want at the end.
Okay. All right. Very fun.
Very versatile.
You've got a berry swirl, I know. That's a fun one to do as well.
Yes. And so what you usually do is you get the fluff all over, and you have to prepare your pan really well because they are incredibly sticky, as you can imagine.
Yes.
Yes. So it's got lots of powdered sugar to make it nice and sweet, and then once you've got the fluff in there, you can mix the berry that we've got, or the Nutella, or really any flavoring you want to make them kind of however you want.
And how long does it take to set? Do we bake?
It has to sit uncovered for at least 4 hours, but I usually leave them overnight, and then they're fairly easy to cut.
And don't have to bake it.
Yeah, it's just a lot of
sits.
resting time for everything.
Okay, so swirl in what you'd like, and then just let it sit. Be patient, and then you get to enjoy.
It's really hard to be patient. I usually lick the bowl after.
Oh, I bet. I bet. I love that we're calling it fluff. Like that's a thing. It is now.
Yeah, because it looks like marshmallow fluff that you get from the store. Fun. But it sets up like real marshmallows.
Okay, what have you done here?
So what we've got here, s'mores are probably my very favorite thing in the whole world.
I'll meet you there.
And so what we're gonna do is we've made just plain marshmallows, and I've dipped them in chocolate and graham cracker crumbs, and we're going to brulee them like over a campfire.
Have you heard I love using a kitchen torch?
Oh, I do too. It was so fun. My husband has a picture of me holding both of them.
Okay, show us how you do it then.
So what we're gonna do, and you can get one on your fork if you'd like.
Yes.
So we're gonna pick them up.
Ooh, they're gooey. Mine's really gooey. Here it is. Here it is. Okay.
Okay, so hold the little torch down and push it. So you push this little thing down right there. There you go. And now push that. And we're gonna push this on the side.
Am I on?
I think so. Hang on to that.
Oh, you go. It's gonna take me a minute. Here we go.
And then you just, there's a lot of powdered sugar on the outside, so we don't want to just brulee them. We want to actually roast the marshmallow, so we're just gonna go kind of low and slow. And you can make it crispier if you like, or I like them nice and golden. Right? That's what we said last night. It's perfect.
Super fun. All right, while we're finishing this off, I want to ask you about your cooking classes. We can sign up on your Instagram page, but what's coming up?
Yes. Okay, so I've already done like a back to school kind of good lunches for your kids and stuff. And then as the coming holiday months come, we're going to do more of like Thanksgiving dinners and pies and just basic cooking techniques that will be good to learn for everybody.
Where do we find you online, Lindsey?
So you can find me on Instagram. My Instagram tag is LK Cooking, and then I usually give all of my info for classes and stuff on there.
Great. So. And you are cooking. I hope the fire alarm doesn't go off.
Yes,
that could be an adventure in and of itself. Thank you so much. Super fun. Homemade marshmallows. A great treat to try. Look for the recipe on our website, studio5.ksl.com.